What's up, you guys? Today I'm going to do a little bit of a different style video because if you've been following my channel for a little while, you might know that today is November 8th and this marks exactly 3 months that I've been making YouTube videos. I started making videos on August 8th this year and now it's November 8th, 3 months later. So I wanted to show you guys all of this to hopefully give you some hope and encouragement in case you've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel or you're just curious to see how it's going for me or anything like that. Here you can see this is the day I published my first YouTube video. I do have another video on this channel from way before, but I'm talking about when I actually started making these videos for you and when I actually decided to start taking YouTube seriously and said, okay, I'm gonna start putting videos up. So you can see these are my whole stats ever since then, August 8th all the way through today. And what you're seeing here are the total amount of views that I've gotten since then. So I've gotten 2,200 views roughly, and my watch time has been 8,800 minutes, and I've gained 53 subscribers in that amount of time. And you know, when you're doing YouTube videos, it can kind of be demotivating from the day to day if you're kind of like checking in all the time to see how it's going. But when you look at the long term like this is what can give you some hope. So these are the amount of views that I've gotten, and as you can see, as the time goes on, my views have been climbing steadily. You know, you're always going to have these peaks and valleys. You have some videos that do really well, that get lots of views, but then the next day things tank like that. And that can be very depressing, and it can be making you feel like you just want to quit sometimes. I know, because I've already been there, and it's a messed up feeling. But if you see, just recently, I'm getting those dips, but not as drastic as before. And those peaks are getting a little higher and more consistent. So that's what you want to look for, and that can give you hope. And you know, like, okay, this channel is going to grow. Something's going to happen here. The other thing to pay attention to is this. This is my real-time view count. So in the last 48 hours, I've had 107 views. And for my channel, this is actually really good. Just actually a week ago, if you would look at this same graph, it would be like 58, maybe 60 or 70 if I'm lucky. So literally the amount of views that I'm getting in a 48-hour period have doubled in just a couple of weeks. So that's very inspiring and encouraging for me. And the other thing you can see here is that these are my most popular videos, and they go by views here, so not watch time. But these videos are actually the most popular since this whole time period in the last 3 months or so. And the #1 video here is this Ebates video I put out back in September. And I never actually would have guessed at that point in time when I put that video out that that would be my most popular one. But the data doesn't lie. And obviously, thank you guys for watching that video. I really appreciate it. I hope you got some valuable information out of it. But this is the way you can tell which videos are clicking with your audience and which videos are not. And some videos that I've done, I thought were going to do great, and they actually bombed. So anything that you guys see that you didn't like from me, make sure you put it in the comments, because I want to hear your opinion. You know, at the end of the day, I'm making these videos for you. So I want to know what you guys think about what I'm doing, and if you see something you like or don't like, I want to hear about it. The other thing you want to look at is you have your reach and your engagement here, but first let's look at watch time. This is the other thing that's steadily been going up. You can see all the way back when I published my first video, and this goes by how many minutes your videos are being watched throughout the days, right? So you still have little tiny peaks and valleys, and then you notice the peaks and valleys are getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And especially recently, I've been having a lot of growth in the watch time on this channel. And I'm just so thankful for that, you know? I'm not earning any money from these videos or anything so far, but it's been very fun to make them. And it's even more fun for me to watch the channel grow like this from something that I'm doing. And it's just amazing to see that you can start something from scratch and watch it grow. Just like when you plant a seed in the ground and you watch it become a tree. That's how I feel looking at these graphs. So here's the other thing that's gone up dramatically is my reach. Reach is the amount of impressions that YouTube is giving you, and impressions is just when they show your thumbnail in front of somebody and they have the potential to click on it. So that's another thing you can see has been going way up in the recent times, and over the 90-day period steadily it just goes up and up and up. You see just the first month right here, you see that it's going up little by little, and then I had a big day there and then down, but then a little higher than before and still a little higher than before, and it kind of went down for a little ways here, which was kind of a depressing time for me to see that. But then recently it starts going back up again. So, and this is also a clue. This will give you clues to, you know, if you're not getting a lot of impressions, then you're probably making videos that not a lot of people care about, or there's not a lot of interest in that topic. So if you're making YouTube videos, you really want to pay attention to this graph here, because the amount of impressions that YouTube gives your videos is usually directly related to how popular the topic is and how broad of an audience is going to be interested in those videos. So the more impressions you're getting, then chances are those videos are going to be appealing to more people. So you really want to pay attention to this. And here is another reason that my channel has been growing recently, is because of my click-through rate. Click-through rate is the amount of times people click on your video versus how many times they see the thumbnail. So my average in recent times has been going up as well. You know, in the beginning it was all over the place, and I was also sending my videos to people directly through text message and things like that. So I haven't been doing that at all. I only did that for the first couple weeks that I was making videos. But since I stopped doing that, you can see that my click-through rate went down, right? But then after you give YouTube some time to breathe and figure out what your content is about, the click-through rate starts going up. And that's why the channel has been growing, because more and more people have been clicking on my videos. Okay. The other thing is this, engagement. So they also show watch time here under engagement, but the other thing you want to look at is your average view duration. So that's another thing that's been steadily climbing. You're always going to have peaks and valleys when it comes to your videos, but you want to pay attention to the big picture. This is from when I first started all the way up through now. So you can see things have just been steadily rising. And that's what you're seeing here, is the growth of a channel. And it's never going to be just all up. You know, you're going to have your downs too. It's just part of growing a channel. It's part of growing a business. It's just the way things work. Another thing here, audience. How many people are watching my videos? This right here, this graph represents how many unique viewers you have every day that are watching your videos. Another thing that has been going up in recent times. And you got to keep in mind, it's been 3 months that I've been doing this now. Every week, I've consistently put out 2 videos. Some weeks, I've even put out 3 videos. And I plan on putting out 3 videos in more and more weeks to come. Some weeks when I'm too busy or I just have too many other things going on, I'll just stick with the 2 videos. But the point is, I've been consistent since day one. I did what I said I was going to do, okay? And I've kept up with those 2 videos per week. So if you want to grow a YouTube channel, this is something you have to pay attention to. You have to make sure you can be consistent. Otherwise, you're never going to be able to get there. Revenue, I don't have any. Like I said, I don't earn any money from this channel, at least not yet. But one day, I'm sure I will be able to show you this graph as well. So pretty much, these are my 90-day stats, and I wanted to show you guys this because I think it's very interesting, and I'm really thankful that YouTube gives us all this information for free, because you can learn a lot about your channel and what's going on behind the scenes. And YouTube gives you these tools for free, and if you use them correctly and pay attention to what your audience is doing as far as watching your videos, you can really get a lot of clues of what you need to be doing in order to grow the channel further. You know, you can pay attention to other things, like in your reach, for example, you can see things like this. You can see where your views are coming from. You know, I got 30% of my views coming from YouTube search. The other parts of my views, people are going directly to my channel. And I got external views. I got some suggested video views as well, and some other features. So just by paying attention to those things, and also how people are finding your videos by paying attention to your suggested videos and your YouTube search terms. Those can give you some massive clues into what people are actually looking for and ultimately finding your channel. So this is very helpful information, and I just wanted to show you guys this because I appreciate you watching all of my videos, and I wanted to give you a little bit of a behind the scenes of how it looks on my end and how I'm able to tell what you guys are liking and what you're not liking. And if you have a YouTube channel, chances are you probably already know about this. You know that they have the YouTube analytics, but if you don't know about it, then you just got introduced to something new, and I hope you had fun watching it because I had fun making it. Watch more of my videos, and I'll see you guys soon.